back. Second episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, and it was crazy. Freaking Penta debuted. New inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. Matches set up for Saturday night's main event on January 25th. Multiple people enter the Royal Rumble, and storylines get furthered. It was a crazy night on Monday Night Raw. It started off CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre all declared for the Rumble in a segment to kick off the show, which also has Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre next week on Monday Night Raw. That's how we kicked off. And the first match of the night was the debuting Penta. Penta is now on WWE programming. He has arrived, and now we are just waiting for Rey Fenix. Once he gets there, those two will be the best tag team in the world. Penta by himself in this match with Chad Gable put on a show. Him and Chad had a great match. They put on an absolute clinic. There was counters, there was near falls, there was high spots, there was submissions, there was tacticalness. It was a crazy match. It was a great match. It was a fantastic match. Penta won with the Penta driver. He looked fantastic. Can't wait to see what else he does here in WWE on Raw, because that's where he's going to be. We also had Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. I love Sheamus matches because Sheamus is a big Irish dude who is orange hair, and welts will show up on his body in the middle of the match, and it is fantastic to see throughout this match. This match was a hard-hitting match. You could hear the slaps, you could see the slaps visually on Sheamus. Sheamus hit the bro kick for a win, and after the match, he went over to Braun Breaker, who was sitting at ringside. They shoved around a little bit. It has been made official. It is Braun Breaker versus Sheamus on Saturday night's main event for the Intercontinental Championship. It is a rematch. I believe Sheamus gets the Intercontinental Championship. That has always eluded him throughout his career. This will be Sheamus' moment right here to win the Intercontinental Championship. And all of that was in the first hour of Raw. It was a crazy hour to start it off. After that, we got another championship match made for Saturday night's main event when Gunther came down to say, I'm the one that everyone should be fighting for, and Jey Uso came down and agreed. And he said, yeet, and he challenged him for his World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. That match was made official later on in the night. It will be Gunther versus Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event on January 25th. Those two matches, two championship matches made back-to-back, are on Saturday night's main event at the end of the month. It's going to be a good card. After that, we got the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Championship match. It was Dakota Kai versus Lyra Valkyria. Now, this, to me, was my match of the night. And it was mainly because it was for a title. It was for the inaugural title. And these ladies went out and killed it. Like in the first 5 minutes, there was a suplex from the ring to the floor, and there was a thud that had me like when you see those guys in NFL get like smack them, and then you hear the pop. That's what it was on the floor with these two women. It was a boom. I was ooh. It hurt me for a minute. This match was fantastic. The crowd was into it, especially after that back suplex. These women had great moves. And Lyra Valkyria is your inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. She beat Dakota Kai with the Nightwing. 1, 2, 3. New champ. First ever champ. Lyra Valkyria is in the history books. She will be forever known as the first Intercontinental Women's Champion. That she got that. That's hers. History right there. History right there. Huge. But that right there was my match of the night. It was a crazy match. This episode of Raw was crazy in and of itself. If it was me, I would go back and watch it again. That's how good of an episode this was. And this even Miz versus Sami Zayn. It was a quick match, but Miz looked like he could still go like it was 12 years ago and he was going against John Cena for the Intercontinental Championship. Those matches were insane. Miz looked great here. Sammy still hit him with a Luva kick and Blue Thunder Bomb to win, though. It was a pretty crazy combination. How Sammy pulled it out of nowhere, and just beat the Miz real quick. After that, Rhea Ripley came down. Mommy came down with her World Heavyweight Championship around her shoulder. She finally has it back. She's all happy. And the first person, barely before she can even say anything, comes out was Nia Jax. Now, Nia Jax just lost the WWE Championship, and Tiffany Stratton is coming over for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Now, no, we ain't doing that. We should not be doing that. Unfortunately, she declared herself for the Women's Royal Rumble, and she says she's going to win. I hope she doesn't win. I don't want to see Nia as champ at WrestleMania. Please, no. I don't want to see that. I like Nia, but not at WrestleMania. Not there. Bayley got involved. Rhea got involved. There was shoving. There was pushing. They pushed Nia out the ring. Pretty simple segment. There was no one really set up for Rhea here except Nia, but I don't think that's going to work. And then our main event was Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in a street fight. This match just ended. It just finished. And this match was crazy as well. Priest came down with the kendo stick. Balor hit Priest with a kendo stick from behind to start the match off. There was kendo sticks, chairs, tables, trash cans. They were fighting in the crowd. They got up to the second level. Kind of like how Bubba Ray Dudley did to Mae Young back in the day. They got up to the second level and they suplexed off the second level through tables to the floor. This ended up with Balor in a stretcher with a neck brace on. Priest came over, beat Balor up in the stretcher, brought him back down to the ring. That's when Judgment Day came down. They destroyed Damian Priest for a minute, and as soon as Finn Balor was about to pick up the win, the War Raiders came down to even the odds. Finn Balor hit a coup de grace through the table on Damian Priest, and then Damian Priest hit a razor's edge through the table on Finn Balor, and then a South to Heaven for good measure. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest was your winner to close off this episode of Monday Night Raw in a hellacious street fight, which was a crazy street fight. It was a good way to end the show. Let the fans go home happy. This episode of Raw had a lot to give us. There was a lot that it set up. There was a lot of things that happened on this Raw. It was a fantastic episode, highlighted with Penta's debut, Lyra winning the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and matches for Saturday Night Main Event. It was a great episode. Thank you all for watching. Please give me a like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Yeet!